Yeah, start off a little rough, but as we've progressed, receivers getting on the same page. I'm getting better, and O-line's getting better. What's up, man? Good, bro? Yeah, Seven's getting better, everybody getting better. But we just put our heads down and have came to work, which I'm proud of everybody of, their growth. So it's getting better day by day. Sad that I'm not going to be able to play ball anymore for a while, but good way to finish it out.
Sam, Kenny just said that you improved most of your quick game attributes. How have you focused on that?
Yeah, the biggest thing was just getting the ball out quicker. And one thing of that is just getting smarter overall, because you're only going to play as fast as you know what the defense is doing. Before I was playing a little more hesitant, and then it was footwork based. Just cleaned up some things like that, and got my base under me. It's quicker, so I'm ready to go now. And I've just gotten the ball out a lot quicker, trusted the guys to be in the spots, and it's progressively gotten better.
Sam, how have you felt about the tight end group and AJ in particular as a freshman?
Yeah, we got a lot of guys, the whole room, 15, 7, 85, and then AJ coming on as a young buck making a lot of plays. So it's a special group, and all those guys got a chance to go play on Sundays.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Malik,
Malik, he's been balling. We completed on a bunch of stop routes today. He's done a really good job playing one-on-one to the boundary. We ran a bench last scrimmage and coming out flat under that. It was a really good job. I was impressed by him on that. We just got to get to work more on a couple fade balls and stuff like that. It's on me. I got to get a little more reps with him after practice and just talk through it. And in the offseason, that'll be one thing we drill. But I've been really proud of him so far.
Your thoughts on Skat?
Sorry, what was that?
Skat possibly being drafted.
On Skat?
Yeah.
Possibly he will be drafted. Oh.
Where are you going to be? Are you going to watch it this week?
Well, we got the spring game, so I'm not going to be at his draft day party. But I'll definitely hear about it, and hopefully they put it on the screen to show where he's going. So I'll be dialed into that. Super happy for my guy.
Where do you think he goes?
Where?
What round?
Oh, what round? I'm hoping he goes in the second. Yeah, for sure. I think he's a second-round guy, and anybody that's played with him knows that. Super smart, savvy, incredibly gifted physically, and a great emotional player.
How's the chemistry go
with Ben? Yeah, it's night and day from what it was at the beginning of spring ball. We were struggling early on, but that's how it's going to be. Growing pains, which is great. Now we're just continuing to grow, and that's my guy, so I'm able to come at him with frustrations. Sometimes I say, Ben, I need somebody to yell at, so I'm going to just yell at you for no reason, So he just takes it to the chin, and he's a hell of a player, and that's my guy, so I'm proud of him.
How different is the dynamic this year from last year when you all were still trying to figure things out?
It's honestly not too much different. I don't gotta chirp the scat in the backfield anymore. But everybody came in and understood the identity of our team. And they just hopped on the train, and we're trying to, keep building on that, being a really tough physical team, and emotionally stable. So I'm just, proud of the guys who came in and are working on their craft every single day and learning the culture and everything like that. So I wouldn't say it's too much different, but, a couple different people here and there. Oh, yeah, super excited to get everybody out here, put on for the city, just be back in the atmosphere.